Hi everyone, my name is Mary Beth. Welcome to my channel. So today I am going to use the tarot cards to go over a reading based on the downloads that I got. So first I'm going to share my downloads, and then I'm going to see what the cards want to talk about. Okay, so what I found for the collective is that the first thing they showed me was a crab walking sideways, almost like not able to move forwards. So, because I asked them, I said, why is the crab walking sideways? And the crab is walking sideways because it's hard to kind of see where we're going. Because then I saw a bunch of fog and some swirly energy, and then they showed me a bulldozer, and the bulldozer that was knocking everything down. And following the bulldozer was a parade of new things. Excuse me, following the bulldozer. And there was actually, I noticed a lot of joy in the parade. And so basically what they were telling me was that the bulldozer, when a bulldozer kind of knocks everything down and then it kicks up a lot of dust and some swirly energy and you can't really see, when all the debris is being kicked up. So they're saying that's what we're seeing right now. So first they had to knock stuff down, they had to tear it down, or stuff's being teared down, whether it be in the collective or your personal life. You're starting to see things being torn down, and then it's hard to see what's going on, like what's going to happen next, and it's kind of foggy and you just kind of standing there. Excuse me, I gotta just drink some water. Sorry about that. So anyway, and then a parade of new things. So once the dust settles, is what they're showing me. There's going to be a parade of new things that are following, and there's a lot of happiness and a lot of joy in what newness is coming in. Then they showed me a rabbit, rabbit energy, and they told me it was like magical, like a magic, like pulling a rabbit out of a hat. And they showed me a sunrise, so there's newness here. So they said expect the magic, looking for something magical to appear, and dawn of a new day with the sunrise and the newness. They also showed me the turtle though. So they also showed me slow and steady, patience, you know, you know, what they showed me was playing checkers, almost like, okay, you made your move, now you got to wait for spirit to make their move. It's like they're telling me, wait your turn. You already made your move. Like you made it, like you made your move. Now don't force anything. Like you took your turn, right? It's like you manifested something, or you said yes to something, or you started a new journey on something, and that's great. And now allow spirit to now have their turn, and then you respond, is what I'm being shown. So you made your move. Don't force anything. Just go with the flow and let spirit make the next move. So that's why, another reason why they're showing me this turtle energy. It's going to be a kind of a back and forth energy where they're going to, energy is going to, I don't know, I guess pull a rabbit out of a hat. Ta-da! And then you could say yes or no to it, I guess, and you'll respond to it, and it'll be like that. So you're not the bulldozer anymore. Like you're not bulldozing to try to get things to work and say, well, I'm on my own, I got to get this done. No, this is more about this is a co-creation, so this is a back and forth with you and spirit, and you're kind of playing checkers where you make a move, they make a move, that type of thing. Or you could even look at it like your divine feminine, your divine masculine, whatever, however you want to look at it. But really, this is spirit. Um, they said, don't force anything and don't make another move, otherwise you're cheating. Because it's almost like if you're playing checkers, and your opponent, it's their turn, but then you make another move and they didn't even get to make their move. They say that's cheating. You can't do that. So you can let spirit make their move. They also showed me, and then I said, well, why is that? Like why do you want us to wait and what's this about? And then they showed me spirit is pouring tea into your cup, and they just and then we drank it, and then I drank it, and then spirit filled up the cup again and then gave it to me, and then I drank it, and then spirit, so it's almost like spirit wants to like fill your cup over and over and over, like just, it would be a better outcome if you allow spirit to respond, make their move and then you respond, that type of thing. And then that way you'll have your cup filled, because that's what spirit wants to do. Spirit wants to give you more abundance and wants to fill your cup. And when you drink from it, wants to fill it up again. And so I asked about confusion. I said, what do you want us to know about all this confusion? Obviously, with the dust up in the air, the dust hasn't settled yet. And they said confusion is basically just shining a light on the path ahead. So it
Hmm.
looks foggy right now, the fog and the dirt, the debris, right, from the bulldozer. That was like
Huh?
when like your old world was knocked down. Okay. And now of course the dirt has kicked up. And now they're saying once the dust settles, you'll be able to see again. And so basically, this confusion is just kind of shining a light on the fact that we're just in the middle of the dust settling. And that's it. It's just, we want it to happen so fast, right? We want it so that boom, we knock things down. Boom, there's something new here. But they showed me a butterfly and they said, right now we're in the cocoon. It's uncomfortable, but that's what the soul wants. The soul wants to have this soul journey and wants to go because the soul learns from these parts of the journey where it feels uncomfortable. When the caterpillar is in the cocoon and is transforming into the butterfly, it is rather uncomfortable. Okay. Now, after that, they also showed me they showed me a blue ray, which was interesting. And because I asked them again about the uncomfortableness, I said, "Well, what do we do during this uncomfortableness time?" And they showed me the blue ray, and that reminded me about the Blu-rays. And the way I interpreted that is the Blu-rays are here to transmute. And so we're here to transmute all lower energy into higher energy. We're here to transmute anything uncomfortable into something more comfortable. So instead of walking up the mountain, which can be quite strenuous and quite a struggle, we can actually walk around the mountain. I mean, of course, unless you want to walk up it, that's fine too. No, there is no judgment on that. But I just wanted to ask the question how to make life a little bit more comfortable during this uncomfortable stage, and they showed me the Blu-ray. So transmuting, transmuting, transmuting. However you do that. If you're a Blu-ray, you're probably already doing this. It's kind of like what we came down here to do. Transmuting whatever is out of balance into balance. Okay. And then it says, oh, and then they said you don't have to feel uncomfortable. You can use your powers to transmute, but make sure that you do what you transmute is for the highest good of everyone. Okay, so that they just wanted to add that part. Just make sure it's for the highest good of everyone. Anyway, so that's what I was, given, and so I wanted to share. So now let's see what the cards have to say. Let's see if the cards want to add any other information to these downloads. So thank you, Spirit, for that download. And now let's grab two cards. Two cards. What do you want us to know, please? Two cards. Okay. Yeah. So we got the Empress and the Hermit. Yeah. So now the Empress, the way I look at the Empress, she's the creator. She's giving birth. So that's what they're actually telling me right now. You're actually giving birth. So you're giving birth to the divine feminine. You're pregnant with the divine feminine, and so you're in this hermiting time to create this new divine feminine in your life. Now, it's not all hermiting, right? But you are, because of what they're telling me. They're telling me it's not like they want you to hermit. They're saying no, 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 no. That's not what they're saying. They're saying you're just shining a light on the fact that you are going through a rebirth, which is kind of what we just talked about. We just talked about a cocoon. We just talked about, knocking things down, kind of rebirthing a whole new life and whatever that looks like, kind of, going through a death rebirth type thing. Okay, so this is just confirmation that we are shining a light on the fact that, yes, there is a rebirth going on with the divine feminine. Okay, or higher self. I think it's the same thing. Okay, what else? Two more cards, Spirit. What else do you want us to know about this download that we got? Anything else you want us to know about this download, please? Okay, so we got the full reversed, and we got the Nine of Cups. Okay, so with these two cards together, we have contentment, and then we have somebody who wants to be impulsive. So they're saying this is not a time, this is not the time to be impulsive, or this is not the time to be, yeah, what are they saying? They're saying right now, because you're giving birth, right? So, okay, so let's just say you're pregnant in real life, and maybe you are. Maybe some of you are. Maybe you're pregnant in real life, and maybe you're having a baby. They would suggest that if you're pregnant in real life, to maybe not do anything too risky, right? Maybe don't try skydiving. I don't know. maybe don't you know, pop a wheelie on a bicycle because you could fall, right? You could cause trauma. So they're saying don't be so impulsive during this time frame. Instead, feel content, right? There's a contentment here, right? Look at her. She's content. Okay? So this is a time of life where you're kind of in the in-between stage. Things just got knocked down. Things are being reborn. Things are being rebuilt. And you're just in contentment with what, because what they're telling me is something was put into place as kind of a holding pattern. Not a holding pattern. What are you saying? No, like a holding place, kind of like a holding place. So I don't know, maybe you were given a job, maybe you were given a home, or something is kind of like a holding, a comfortable holding place in the in between. And so, not looking to do anything too risky or too impulsive at this time. Okay. What else? What else, Spirit? What else do you want us to know about this timeline that is going on here? What else is going on? What else do you want us to know? Interesting. So we got the Nine of Wands reversed, and we got the Ten of Wands reversed. Yeah, so again, what they keep kind of saying the same thing. Don't give up. Okay, they're saying please don't give up. You're almost there. Okay. But they're saying drop the burdens, give it to Spirit, just being contentment, and we're not asking you to be in battle, okay? Give the battle to God. Don't carry the big burdens, give the burdens to God at this time. So again, they're saying, now is a time of being in contentment. Now is not the time to push right now. Now is a time to rebirth. So how can we do that, Spirit? And okay, how can we do that? How can we do that, Spirit? Two cards. How can we do this? All right. Oh, interesting. So we got the Wheel of Fortune. So of course that's the divine timing card. All right. And you know, it's good luck, you know, but it's all about the timing. So just knowing that a rebirth takes time. But then we got the Eight of Wands, and they're saying it's going to happen quicker than you think. They're like, yes, it's in divine timing, but it's going to happen faster than you think. Like this is fast energy. This came out upright. So they're like, don't do anything rash right now because this is happening faster than you think it's going to happen. Okay, so that's interesting. So let's grab a couple of other decks and just see what else we can pull here. What else would you like us to know about what is going on when it comes to this time of in between? I don't know. Let's grab this deck. I don't know. Let's see if you have anything. Can you give us anything? This is my Angel Crystal deck. What would you like us to know about this in-between stage? When it comes to this in-between, this kind of holding space, what would you like us to know about this? Interesting. Ruby, bless your heart. Reach out for emotional and spiritual support to heal and mend your heart. Yep, so during this time, there should be a lot of healing. Blessings, blessing yourself, blessing your heart, opening up your heart. So now is a time to be doing that. So we got Ruby, and maybe Ruby means something. What's so interesting is that these came out. Let me see. I don't know what these. I don't think so. I think they just got stuck. But I'll ask for one more. So if it comes out, and then the next one I'll even ask for bottom of the deck energy. We'll get bottom of the deck energy as well. So let me have one more card, please, as to what we're supposed to be doing during this holding pattern, Spirit. All right, bottom of the deck energy, we have Opal. Let yourself sparkle and shine. You are guided to be bold and show your bigger than life side to the world. Beautiful. Yeah, just shining your light, really. All right, then we also got Yellow Jasper, control issues. Utilize your God-given strength and power instead of fearing that others may try to control you. Interesting. So that's the Yellow Jasper. And I don't know, maybe Yellow Jasper is a crystal that you already work with or wear. But yeah, they're saying, yeah, yeah, because, and this makes sense, right? Because right now you might be fearing, because, a lot of stuff is going on in the outside world. If you watch the news or if you're, hearing about what's going on in the world, you might have a fear that something in the government is going to maybe, I don't know, I'll just put something out there. Oh, you're afraid that, I don't know, the market will crash, or I don't know, or there'll be no Social Security by the time you retire. Something that might put you in fear, or it could even be unconscious. And so what they're saying is that utilize your God-given strength and power, right? And so, give it to God, whatever it is. So that's basically what this whole reading is saying. Give all your burdens to God. Give it to God. Give it to God. Give it to God. You don't have to fight this fight. You don't have to battle it. It's not yours to fight. Don't yeah, don't do anything risky. Not risky, but just don't be impulsive. Just be content. Just be now. Like, just be content of what's going on now. Like, right now, is your life safe right this moment? Are you safe right this moment? So, do you have enough money coming in? Do you have a home to live in? So, that's what they want you to really look at, right? Not like what could happen in the future, or if you feel like something that might happen soon. Yeah, they're saying don't be defensive. Just yeah, in a way, just give it to God in a way. Just because pretend you're in that you're birthing a baby at this point because a lot of people, and if you're watching this, you probably are too. Because this is a very specific reading. So if you don't resonate, this is definitely not your reading. But if you feel like you're in the middle of birthing your divine feminine, then this is a time to relax. This is a time and to know that this is happening faster than you think. Okay? And you know, that's really all you could do because you're in a holding pattern. What did we say about the checkers? Let them make let spirit make the next move. Let spirit pull the rabbit out of the hat. Let spirit pull that rabbit out of the hat and let's just see what happens. I'll just put that there. And then respond to it. Do you like the rabbit that was, do you like the magical thing that was pulled out of the hat? You could say yes or no. Now, I am going to ask for one more card to close out this session. And what's interesting about this deck is I haven't used it in years, but it's called The Universe Has Your Back. And I've been getting a double, oops, that's funny. I've been getting a double message here that the universe has my back. And so, because we forget that when we kind of get caught up in the, burdens. When we start doing this, we kind of forget that the universe has our back, So, let's see. What's the guidance here, Spirit, to close out our session? I am the loving energy of the universe. Yeah. I am the loving energy of the universe. It's like, you don't have to look for it. You don't have to find it. You don't have to search for it. It's like you are the loving energy of the universe. So what Spirit is saying is that you don't have to look far. Because as you're birthing your divine feminine, that is what she is, Divine feminine is love, right? She's love. I am. And I think the faster that you do this and you just say, I am the embodiment of love. And if you've seen my other videos, then you know what love entails is loving all parts of yourself, even your shadows. And when you learn to do that and you get into learning and you're honoring the shadows within you, you really embody that love. When you have compassion for those parts of you that are out of balance, you realize, oh, I am the loving energy. Here, let me go ahead and pull one more. Any more? Let's pull one more card, Spirit. Any other messages, Spirit, to kind of close this session out? My happiness is a direct reflection of my level of faith in the universe. That's true, if you really think about it. When you have faith in the universe and you really know that the universe has your back, your happiness is, through the roof. I think it's in direct correlation of, does the universe have my back or not? And so if you're still here listening to this video, if you're still here, thank you. Secondly, if you listen to what I said at the beginning, and that is playing checkers, you're playing checkers with the universe, and the universe is saying how it's my turn. Okay, you made your move, and now it's time to make my move, and we're asking you to be in contentment. Be in contentment with what we've given you so far, and there's more surprises on the way. But let us make the next move. Don't force anything because, obviously the bulldozer has gone through. We're waiting for the dust to settle. And now, you know, it says reach out for emotional and spiritual support. Reach out to Spirit and for the support if you need it. That's what they're here for. They're saying, we're here for you. Have faith in us. We're going to just reach out to us. Don't carry it. No more carrying it, you know. It's okay to be in it's okay to be in partnership now with Spirit, okay? So that's basically what's happening right now. Well, I do hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification button. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.